Today I traded 4 companies and they were all losers, unfortunately. Hate to start Monday on a negative note, but at least I stuck to my rules. The first trade was on BBY, and I traded BBY because it was up about 7% in the pre-market and it received an upgrade from Wedbush. I was very patient in the open. I didn't want to chase anything. I wanted things to come to me. And on BBY, Bed Bath and Beyond, what I saw was in the open, we sold off. Sellers were clearly in control, but then buyers made a comeback. And what got me interested in going long was we got above all these moving averages and we got above VWAP, and we ignored sellers right here. The red bar was ignored, sellers were ignored, and we made a push higher. So I pushed the hotkey to go long at 10:49. That's where I got in. And sure enough, the trade continued moving higher. This line right here is pre-market high. Once we got above this level, I thought we could potentially get to 11. On the daily chart, I have a line at 1104 because in the past the price got to 1104 and came down. So today, considering how strong it was in the open, I felt it could potentially reach that number, but I needed the stock to get to 1080 for me to lock in profit, because whatever I risk, I have to get 3 times the amount. And it missed me by 2 cents. It got as high as 1078, and I did not lock in profit because it did not reach my profit target. And then after that, it came down and I pretty much got out for a break even. I was hoping to get to, well, I actually lost 3 cents per share, but yeah, what can you do? I was hoping that we could get closer to 11. So the first one was a loser. The second trade was on Twitter, and Twitter is one of those stocks that is on my watch list. I trade it from time to time, and I'm disappointed with the way I handled this trade. I think I jumped the gun because my first one on BBBY was a loser, so I guess I was itching to get a winner. And what I saw on Twitter was we sold off in the open and then buyers made a comeback, and we were consolidating at these moving averages, and then this green bar took out this red bar, so I went long right here and with a stop right before this dotted line, which is previous closing price. And once it came down, I was stopped out for 10 cents per share. So this one was a loser, and I shouldn't have traded this one. I mean, it was way extended. We were far away from VWAP when I made my entry, but I thought it could potentially run to at least pre-market high or close to 42, but that's not what happened. The third trade that I made was on MO, Alteria Group, which is a cigarette company, and I was watching this in the open. I saw it moving higher and higher and higher. I actually thought about getting in right here, but I told myself, no, we're not gonna trade in the first like 5 minutes or so, so just be patient. And besides, you only have 4 shots. You only have 4 shots, so don't you want to wait until something sets up? And I thought this was a good place to short it, so it moved up, and then this dotted green line is yesterday's high price, meaning on Friday it got as high as this level, which is a 40.72. And seeing this red bar and the fact that we the consolidation right here was at about the 50% mark of this move up, I thought we could potentially go down and test VWAP. So I had a tight spot, a really tight stop. Wow, it's moving higher now. I had a really tight stop. I shorted it and it didn't go down, and I pretty much got out when the high of this when yesterday's high was breached, and it continued moving higher. So I'm not upset with this trade. In hindsight, maybe I should have waited for more confirmation, or no, I mean I had a tight risk. My reward was gonna be at least 3 times, but what can you do? And now it's moving higher and higher, so that was MO. I was clearly on the wrong side of the trade, but at least I'm keeping my losses to a bare minimum. The 4th trade was on Wells Fargo WFC. This was on my watch list because I traded it on Friday. In fact, it made my day on Friday, and I was watching it in the open too. I saw this green bar right here being violated by this red bar, and I thought about shorting it right here, but I hesitated. Anyway, it moved down, and then it popped up, or it rallied, and I shorted it at this price right here. I got in at 50.37, and the reason I got in at this price was because we're below VWAP. We were below the moving averages on the 500. In fact, we were below the 200 moving average on the 5-minute chart, and I saw these two topping tails, topping tail. I saw the buyers trying to push it higher, and sellers said no, and I went short right here with a stop just above the high of this consolidation right here, and I was stopped out. So it sucks having a red day, but it was a controlled red day, very minor. I only need one trade to work out tomorrow to wipe out today's small losses, and I'm happy, I'm proud with the fact that I remained disciplined, and that I'm doing this recap despite having a red day, like 4 losers in a row. I mean, it's not cool, but what can you do? But I'm proud with the fact that I stuck to my rules, and I'm not going to trade anymore, and I'm gonna take the day off and come back tomorrow strong. Have a good day.